Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. I'm having a great night. I have been working on these little journals and I am just delighted with how they came out. I mean, look at these cutie pies. So this was for a couple different things that I created these. Okay, so like I have my series I started on the paper bag journals, and I've had some other things going on. And I have planned to get back to those, so it's been about a week maybe that I did my last video on the paper bag journals. So where I left you, let me show you real quick one that I left. I had done the covers, just as a little reminder, I had done the covers, and I had showed you the covers, and then I lined the covers, you know, the inside. So here's all my covers that I haven't done yet. And then I did some pages on this one. I'm getting ready to bind this one right here. I haven't bound it yet. This is the one that looks like this from the Dairy Queen bag. And here's my pages I have so far. I've got them clipped in, ready to bind. And then these two just came out of the blue. I just decided to do these first. They were, what happened was I was joined a little event that I wanted to do over on My World in OKC on Facebook. It's a group, Facebook group, and if you want to be a member of that group, just go over there and join, answer their questions, and you know, no big deal. But they're having an event for August, and I see they've done it in previous months. This is the first time I participated, and what they're doing is every week, it's called a rainbow collaboration. And every week, like on the Friday of that week, your project is due, or your, you know, what you're creating for the event is due. So like August 2nd was one thing that was due, which I didn't do because I hadn't joined the event yet. I had been a member of that Facebook group for a while, and, you know, do a lot and share a lot there, and, you know, see everybody's beautiful creations and things that they do. But I hadn't done any events in there yet, so I saw this one and I thought, this is really cool. It wouldn't take too much time. It's something I can fit into, you know, everything else I'm doing. So I said, I'm going to try this. So this week for Friday, it was the color orange. So like August 2nd was yellow. This Friday today was orange, and next Friday is green, I believe. So I said, okay, I need something orange. What do I have that's orange in it? First I was like, oh my goodness, I know I have some orange cardstock, but do I have anything else that's orange? So I started walking into my craft room thinking, orange, I gotta find orange. So what I remembered was I had been working with napkins. If you saw my video a couple videos ago, I was working with napkins, and then I remembered I had these pumpkin napkins, and I'm not like, you know, anxious for fall or anything. I'm not like, oh, I've got to make fall items. It's just, I needed something orange, and I love pumpkins, so I just had these in my stash. And so I grabbed these pumpkin napkins, and I grabbed this rickrack right here, just in case, another orange thing that I had. And I had already started on these paper bag journals. So I looked through the covers, you know, that I showed you just now, and these two that I had prepared. I said, well, I need something blank. I knew I had some blank ones that without any writing or anything. So I thought, well, let me try the blank ones and see if I can create a cover of the blank ones with these napkins. So let me show you this first. This is a little tag. I created this first. And this is also in my most recent videos, I was working with book pages. So this is one that I hadn't decorated yet. And so I put one of the napkins on here, just glued it on with glue stick. I glued on a piece of rickrack. I have this brown lace here, and I had already glued on a piece of coffee dyed lined paper on the back. And then I've been just having fun with messy stitching this week. And with these journals, I just was like going crazy with messy stitching and wanted to just really do it. So this has 2 lines of messy stitching around here, And doesn't that look just like the cutest little tag ever with this pumpkin on it and that messy stitching? And so I found that you just have to, if you're a perfectionist, just let go of your perfectionism and just let it go. So, and I think it came out super cute, and so that was part of my orange collaboration. And then these two covers had the orange, and there's some more orange inside, so you'll see that in just a second. But aren't these just the cutest little sizes that you ever saw? And of course I don't have my ruler here, so let me grab it. And I can tell you the sizes. You can see I have the brown lace as a tie closure. This one is, see, on my paper bag journals, if you haven't seen the first two videos, my goal was to use up every piece of a grocery bag. So that's what this is from. You know, I cut the part I wanted with the words, and then every piece that was left I cut to make covers. So that's why these are the size they are. I didn't like say I need a journal that's 3 and almost 1/4, or 3 1/8, whatever that is, and 7.5. I did not, you know, plan out the sizes. I just used every piece that I had to make maybe a journal cover or something like that. So something to do with the journal, maybe some journal cards or something. So anyway, so that's why I have these two sizes. So that one you saw, I just told you the size, and this one here is 3.5 by 6.5. So let's look at this cutie pie first. I just love these. Love, love, love how these turned out. So we untie, and I kind of meant to do more on camera with these, but I kind of needed to get them done quick for the rainbow collaboration event. So that's why I just kind of got them done. But here's the cover, and I'll tell you how I made them in case you want to make one, or you know, have never made one before. So what I did was just, I had the cover, you know, this size. I already had the stitching and the layers here with the inside, what I have lined on the inside. So, and then, before I put the pages in, of course, I just glued this napkin on here with glue stick. And I showed in my napkin video, which is a couple videos ago, whatever it was, 2 or 3 ago, if you want to go look at that one, I kind of experimented with gluing napkins on, so you can see how I made sure all the edges were glued down, and just, you know, didn't stress over it, but made sure everything was glued down good. So you can see how pretty that is. And that's, you know, one square of that napkin, and it has the pretty words on here, autumn and give thanks and grateful and things like that. So really cool. Trying not to let everything fall out of here. So let me move this out of the way real quick. So you have the journal. This is a tall, kind of a, it's not really tall, but it's, you know, tall and skinny, sort of. And then you open up, and you have that pretty lined, this is cardstock that I have put in here. And this is an envelope. Now this is another orange thing for the, I didn't really put it in the picture for the collaboration, but I did do it orange on purpose for the collaboration. So I'm going to go back and post this in that Facebook group, My World in OKC, and so they can see more of my orange. But this is like a tall, skinny kind of coin envelope made out of 6x6, you know, paper. And this I also had a video on where I was making these with my envelope punch board, just kind of having a fun night of envelope making. I got some glue here. But yeah, so, and this fits right in that pocket there. Just a fun envelope. And these will be going in my Etsy. They're not there yet, but maybe tomorrow I'll get them listed. But let's just flip through the pages here. So this is pretty scrapbook paper. All the scrapbook paper I used in here was, it is double-sided. And I do have a little bit of sewing in here, so like this pocket sewn right here. And this was inspired by Mia Vibes. She had described in her first paper bag video and how she got her sewing machine, and she first got her sewing machine when she was making the paper bag journals, and she was practicing with her scraps, and then she used them and put them in her journal. So I thought those were just adorable. Her little scrappy practice sewing, bits or whatever, collages or clusters or whatever you want to call them. So I thought they were so cute. I wanted to make some too. And of course I've got plenty of scraps. We all have plenty of scraps. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 layers here. And again, had some messy stitching fun and just stitched around there so that all the layers were sewn together. And this top layer, I just kind of I actually had to cut some scraps with pinking shears and had them laying here ready to do a little project with. So I stole some of those from myself and used it on here. So just a fun little cutie pie little cluster of scraps there. So I love doing those, and I want to make a bunch. I want to just sit down one day and make a bunch of those. So just super fun if you want to try that. So this is coffee dye lined paper here. And then we've got some double-sided scrapbook paper, some ledger. I do have some vintage book pages in here. So here's one of those. This one I tried to pick, actually I picked out some, and actually I think this is all that I had left were the ones that said fall. So I was like, wow, cool. That's perfect for these journals since it has the pumpkin on it. So this just all came together really cool and just awesomely. So then this is coffee dyed paper, just, plain paper. I wanted to leave some room for writing in here and just whatever anybody might want to do. So I like to put a variety of papers in here. This is, I tried to use my scraps too. So, my cutoff. So this is a short page from the other scrapbook papers in here. Another book page. And here's another, I made quite a few things just for these journals, specifically for these journals, today and yesterday. I just was like, I just want to make these really cute and special. So this is some more of the napkin on one of the tags, book page tags. This is coffee related. So it says Irish coffee right here. And so I, again, glued it on with glue stick. And then I did a little bit of zigzag here on the top of this, so it would be like a little trim in between the napkin and the book page. Again, with the brown lace to match everything else on the journal. And the thread in here I used was brown too, except I think that's brown too on the cover. Anyway, some more messy stitching just came out so cool. Hope you can see that good, but just loved doing that messy stitching. If you want to just have some fun, do some messy stitching if you have a sewing machine. It's just really fun. Okay, so here's another pocket that's sewn, and here's another one of the messy stitching scrappy clusters. So you can see you can write on the back. I did put paper on the back layer that is, has lines, and it's coffee dyed lined paper, so it can be written on like a journal card. So just really cute little scrappy cluster there. And then some ledger paper, scrapbook paper, coffee dye lined paper, graph paper, some book page. And all the book pages are vintage in here, but they're all really, I tried to use really strong ones, that weren't going to break or fall apart or anything. So coffee dyed ledger. I wanted to use some nature related, like this whole just paper bag journal feel. I felt like, I went looking specifically for a nature book. So this is the pages I pulled out of the nature book I think they all have bunnies on them. So I used a couple of the bunny pages on each of these. There's a vintage book, and it's nature, and they're bunnies. So really cute little pages here. Like there's a bunny. And then this is just some parchment paper or like resume paper. And then, okay, another thing I wanted to do was just sew like scraps or scrap paper or scrap fabric onto cards, any kind of cards like recipe cards, index cards, Rolodex cards, playing cards. So in that, when I got rolling on that, I only did a few specifically for these journals again, but well, first of all, let me show you, because these are little. I have these little tiny playing cards. So cute. And I have messy stitching, and messy stitching is I sewed on some vintage fabric here. I believe that's some vintage fabric, but just messy stitched it on there. So just another little fun messy stitching project if you want to sew some of your scrap fabrics on your any kind of card. Just, you know, super fun. And then I have in both of these journals, I have an Old Maid card, and these are vintage Old Maid cards. So those are super cute and hard to find, let me tell you. Hard to find at a good price. So right in the middle, during my my napkin video, my napkin collaging video type of thing, I had made these book page. I had tried putting these napkins on a book page in that experimental napkin gluing video. So this was one of them. So I used it right here in the middle. I thought it was super pretty, and you know, you've got the same thing, same pumpkin there on the outside. So just a really pretty center. And then the back half. So on the back half, well, this is just, I just love doing these. So this is another messy stitching Rolodex card that I did. So this kind of, I got inspiration for this little bit of you know, scrappy collage here from Melanie Sullivan. Did a recent video, I think her most recent video, she was sewing her little thin scraps together. And so I just got the idea from that to use these 3 scraps. There's 3 scraps on here that, and I had already wanted to sew, like I said, on cards or Rolodex cards, whatever I could sew trims on, but she gave me the idea of doing it like this. So, and I think she was using zigzag stitching on hers, but I wanted to, you know, I'm in the messy stitching mode right now, so I put the 3 little pieces together here and did the messy stitching on here too. So super cute, super cute. Just love it. And it's super fun. I mean, if you want to just sit down and sew and not think too much, and you know, don't worry about getting everything perfect, just do some of that messy stitching. It's super fun. This is a little doll that I've, like a paper doll that I've been putting in my journals. Got these a while ago in an estate sale, so I've been trying to use them and not like just let them sit in the drawer. And here's some, let's see. This is that, yeah, that resume paper. And here's some more of the bunnies. And then we've got ledger paper and coffee dyed. So we're, you know, on the back half here of what I've already showed you. So you can see how pretty everything is. Did I miss a pocket? Oh my goodness. Let's see. I don't have anything right here, but I will definitely go back and put something in that pocket. Goodness gracious. So just some pretty, you know, I kind of stayed with the colors that I thought would look good with the pumpkin kind of journal and the paper bag type, you know, journal. So that's why I picked out these scrapbook papers that are in here. This pocket, I have a cute little picture that I distressed, and then I have this pocket sewn, and then I have a cute little, super cute little bridge tally card here. I had picked up a bunch of these, the Hallmark card, and just got a really good deal on these, so I try to remember to put these in my journals. And then something else I've been forgetting to put in was these receipts that I had got a while ago at an estate sale. A box of these old receipts from a local, it's not here anymore, and I've never, you know, it wasn't ever here when I lived, since I've lived here, but a long time ago apparently. There was like a mom and pop grocery store, And this estate sale, the people must have owned it and just kept their receipts. So I have a bunch of these old vintage receipts. So this is really good for collaging, you know, if you want to do a little collaging, or, you know, make some pocket or something. And then here's actually another receipt that was from that box, just an old cash register receipt. These are from, this one says 1949 on it, so very old there. I just think it's fun to have, you know, some of that original ephemera. And this is a ticket from, I keep my little tickets from, this is from, I don't know if y'all's Salvation Army has these little price tags like this, but they kind of look vintagey to me. So I keep them and put them in my journals as ephemera. I just think they're super cute. So I wish I could, they just give me a bunch of them, but maybe one day I'll get brave and ask them to give me some. But that's the first one. And so that's that one. Now, so this one's similar. So I won't go into as much detail. It has the same, you know, tags and everything in it, but you know, here's the envelope in this one. It's of course different scrapbook paper, so it's different. And then the pages, like in that other one, here's the scrappy, messy stitching little cluster in this first pocket in this one. And you saw the paper on the back that you can, you know, you can write on. Sewing on that pocket. And then I'll just go through these really quick. Here's the bunny, one of the bunny pages in this one. Super cute. And there's another bunny. And then flip out there. Let's see. Here's another bunny page. Here's the coffee tag with the messy stitching in this one. This one says cappuccino. And I just have it sitting in here because I wanted it to just sit in here and have the little laces, you know, kind of peeking out of the top. And then here's the other messy stitching cluster in this one. Super cute little pieces. They each have 3 pieces, so, and that one has the pinking sheared piece on it too, the top piece. So I just loved making these. Here's another bunny page. But yeah, I would really want to make some more of these when I get some time, because this was just a bunch of fun. This is a bunny page here. So you can see similar papers to the other one, pretty much the same papers. Here's the old maid card in this one. And here's the little tiny playing card in this one. With a little messy stitching tag, fabric tab tag. Here's the bunny page, another bunny page. So you can just see how cute, cute, cute. And here's the little, this pocket, I had to do the pockets. I actually have 2 more pockets in the other one than this one. Just by coincidence, I made one of the pages that are in there with pockets, and I didn't put those pockets in this one. So this one has 2 less pockets, but so I put everything that was the same ephemera. I just put more, like in this pocket right here, because I had 2 less pockets. So you can see the receipts are in there, the picture, the bridge tally card, and the little Salvation Army, you know, price tag. And then here in the back is the other, oh, this is the Rolodex card with the messy stitching. And then here's the little paper doll. So fun, fun, fun. I had so much fun making these. So I hope you enjoyed them as much as looking at them as much as and flipping through them as much as I did making them, because, oh my goodness, these were so fun. Just so fun. I can't even tell you how much fun they were. But super cute. They'll be in my Etsy tomorrow, and I want to share these tomorrow on Facebook and stuff, so you'll see them around. If if you see them here and you see them on Facebook, you'll know. But yeah, so I'll let y'all go. I hope you enjoyed those little cutie pies and my pretty little pumpkin tag. I don't know what I'll do with that yet, because it's kind of like too big for these. But you never know what goodie bag it might end up in. So I want to make some more of these. I have a bunch of these napkins too, so I can make some more. So thanks for watching tonight. I hope you all enjoyed these, and I will see you more with more paper bag journals. I want to try to do some more on camera next time. I just had to get these done, like I said. So I'll see you next time, and happy crafting. Thank you.